Now, let me get on to the main reason. You're probably thinking at home that was the main reason that Gary was on, but it's actually not. We're very excited here at Supersport, and indeed with Phumelela and with all the sponsors behind the Gauteng Charity Mile, and for that, of course, the principal sponsor is the Gauteng Provincial Government. To have Gary Player on board as one of the celebrities, I would say the celebrity. At the Gauteng Charity Mile, and you must be pretty delighted that you've got the National Horse Trust, which was drawn for you. Nico Kritsiotis actually drew it for you, and horses have always been very close to your heart. We touched on the fact that your greatest sportsman ever was Secretariat, and that kind of puts into perspective your relationship with horses over the years.
Well, the horses have played a very prominent part in history, whether it's wars, whether it's peace, whether it's a wedding couple, or dressage, or horse racing. If you look at horse racing, the jobs it creates in this country, I mean, and the pleasure, and we're exporting horses overseas. Now, this is a great charity, and I thank the provincial government for Gauteng of doing this. It's a wonderful sponsorship to have all our celebrities there. Is great. And the last prize is 20,000. The first prize is 250,000. So it goes to your particular charity,
which is big money, isn't it?
It's
everybody wins. That's the point.
Everybody wins, and we've got to help. When we're fortunate enough to be in a position, we've got to help society, and this is a great event for today. I'm really excited about being there the entire day until late tonight. It's going to be great fun.
I just thought, you know, when I looked at all the horses and I saw the celebrities, I was surprised that fate didn't bring you together with Far Under Par. Because that's a horse in the race. I was convinced when I saw it. I said, I bet Gary gets that. He's got the National Horse Trust, but you've got a horse called Bold Eleanor, is it?
Yes, and Mike the Cock.
Bold Eleanor.
One of the great
Hello, my dear.
Well, I'll give money to your charity there.
That's the name of my daughter, incidentally. I wanted to.
Can I just, before you tell your story, I just want to say.
What did I say about not getting a word in here?
There you go. Talking of charities, I just want to appeal on behalf of the Capistanio household, because it hasn't been going well financially with Andy recently. In fact, Bold Eleanor, they're actually going to change to Sold Eleanor. Madonna apparently is interested. So
it's a description of our games of cricket in the garden, actually. Capistanio, Bold Eleanor.
Oh, very good.
Has he moved to Malawi?
Yeah, very good. But you brought over Lee Trevino a couple of years ago to play in a seniors event, and he told the story about how you sold him a horse back in the 60s. And he said, I just bought this horse from Gary, and the bills start to arrive. And he says, well, I opened the first envelope, and it said $200 shoes. And I shouted into the kitchen, I said, Blanche, this horse dresses better than I do.
I've got a Wolfham baby.
Well, I tell you, he's
beginning to come.
He's beginning to come. Well, he did very well. He had the best filly in Europe. But, you know, you talk about charities, but Retief Goosen, got used to saying it.
You're in South Africa
or English. Anyway, Australia. But Retief Goosen came and played, and we have our charity days in 4 quadrants of the world. He came in England, met all the people, had breakfast, did it for nothing. Love Retief. And Ernie's played in our day in the Mandela event, or our President Mandela, and a lot of guys have been fantastic. But this is a special day because, you know, people go into Soweto, the Horse Trust people, National Horse Trust, and help a man in Soweto who's got a cart pulling his coal and feed the horse better, shoe the horse better. Isn't it wonderful that people will, I mean, people are our lives, but people would do this. And we have a golf day. I've played in their golf day, and they've got their day on the 17th of November to raise funds. Golf has been a great catalyst. Golf has raised probably more money than any other sport. The American Tour, $1 billion, more than football, basketball, American football, all put together, and we're on our 2nd billion.
The beauty of golf, and the same with horse racing, is because of this handicap, the nature of the handicap is that even schmutters like us can play with you. The nature of the handicap is that we can have a game within the game, and we're not completely out, because that's the nature of the handicap game. And the same with horses, that you can have competitive horse racing, the best being taken on, but because he's the best, he carries the more weight. Exactly the same. It's a wonderful system, handicapping in general.
Wonderful, wonderful, and that's the thing about golf. You know, you can go along and play with Tiger Woods, and if you get enough strokes, you can beat him.
Absolutely.
You've got to have
don't say that's the difference. When a horse goes past the finishing post, people write down the fact that it did this.
I wouldn't find that too hard.
I actually want to tell you a lovely story about your course.
Cup in Tshwane took time out today to conduct a coaching clinic for Attridgeville's youngsters. Sundowns, SuperSport United, Angola's Petro de Atletico and Mozambique's Club Ferroviario sent representatives to the clinic, which is part of the competition's social responsibility.
The 300 or so young boys and girls who attended the coaching clinic at Attridgeville Super Stadium experienced a small taste of things to come on the weekend. The Gauteng Cup 2006, dubbed Holoma Champions, promises to be a fun-filled day. Former Bafana captain and now on the Sundowns coaching staff, Neil Turvey, is one man who has bought into the idea and took time off to take the young boys and girls through their paces.
Obviously, with every competition and Gauteng provincial government would like to put a little bit back into the community, and it's important that we realise that. And it's not just about the cup on Sunday, it's about putting back into the community, which they have in the form of facilities, both here at Attridgeville and at Mpichi, which we're here. So it's great to get the youngsters to come out and enjoy the occasion and to get coached by coaches that they never usually get coached by.
Yes, it's very important because I have one academy of soccer in my country, Cape Verde, and it's the same work we are doing. Try to have better men and better players in the future.
I think the most basic thing was to get the community around the whole project that's going to take place on Sunday, and basically to give the youngsters a chance to get coaching from different levels.
The Gauteng Cup is aligned with the long-term strategy of the Gauteng provincial government, which is to continuously reinforce the claim that Gauteng is truly the home of champions. The Gauteng Cup is a 3-game, 4-team tournament involving Mamelodi Sundowns, SuperSport United, Angolan side Petro de Atletico, and from Mozambique, Club Ferroviario.
So Southern African teams getting together for the Gauteng Cup. You can see that live on SuperSport 3 and 8 on Sunday at 9:45 in the morning. Your football starts early, Sundowns versus Ferroviario, and then the semi-final 2, SuperSport United against Atletico. And then the final will play at 3:45 on Sunday, still on SuperSport 3 and SuperSport 8.
Now, the Wits University Under-19 soccer team is indeed fortunate to have a sponsor such as Telex. It's a sponsor that goes beyond financing the team, being a manufacturer of appliances. Telex recently gave young players some of their products. Disky Business investigates.
Lenkampani ye-electronics i-Telex iyimisele ngempela ekuthuthukiseni ibhola ikakhulukazi ku-development kuleli. Lokhu ikubonakise ngokuxhasa amaqembu amaningi azama ukuthuthukisa ibhola kuleli, ikakhulukazi kuma-development structures awamaqembu.
We found out like through Vineyard, and somehow there was like a talks in between the two teams, and being us and the Bidvest, and this is how we got to find out that the Under-19 are in need of some few items in their home.
Enye yamaqembu asehlomlile kule nkampani eyimisele ngokusekela umphakathi ama-Junior Clever Boys i-Vets nethola ukuxhaswa yile nkampani ngokufika kuma-finals eBay Tournament eCape Town.
As a club, especially at junior level, we've done well over the years. And I think and I believe Telex have seen a great opportunity to assist a team that's been doing well. And I believe from that angle alone, Telex wants to actually support a team that they believe is good enough and can lift their profile at junior level.
During our spare time, we used to be scattered around the yard here, doing nothing, just sitting, watching the sun and many things. So we didn't do nothing. So at least now we can sit all of us here, have a chat and watch the TV.
Le nkampani kudala yaqala ukuxhasa ibhola ngoba phela isike ibandakanye namaklabhu afana no-SuperSport United kuma-social responsibilities project abo.
Telex is a soccer lover. We go out and help community where we can. It's not only we don't choose who it is, especially when it comes to soccer. We help where we can because we are a soccer-oriented brand. We've been involved with SuperSports United, where they were doing a community project, giving to the needy people where they needed some wheelchairs. We did that at Soshanguve. We are going to be doing some TVs in the next coming 2 days with Orlando Pirates, with their development division as well, and this. So it's not only this one, only we've done them before.
ukukhombisa ukuyimisela kwayo ngekusasa lebhola lapha ekhaya isize yasayenda usaziwayo kwezebhola phesheya nalapha ekhaya uLucas Radebe njenge-face of Tedelex.
Currently we are more involved